Hey y'all, welcome to my channel. I am Liliana, woman with a vision. My message from God today is to be careful of the people that are around you. Be careful of people that you meet if you're in a relationship or if you're looking for a relationship. Be careful. Listen, do your background checks. Make sure people are telling you the truth about who they are. Make sure people are telling you the truth of who they are. If they say they're married, say, let me see your divorce papers. Okay? Ask for divorce papers. Because there's so many people out here, they're in relationships and they get a little separated from a person. Maybe they have issues, but they're not fully away from these people, and they go on and try to start other things to use people to make them feel a certain kind of way until they get ready to go back to be with that other person. When I tell you this message is for someone that is in a relationship with somebody and they are not who they say they are. If you're feeling like something is off, every time their ex calls, they're going, they're running, they're doing things, is because they're not divorced. I'm not just telling you this to tell you this. I'm telling you this because a while back I had a dream and I forgot all about the dream. I forgot all about it. But I'm about to tell you the dream now. I thought about this dream this morning and God let me know that someone needs to hear this message. This message is not for me because I'm not in a relationship with anybody right now. So I know that this message is not for me, but let me tell you something. There were women that stood out the most to me. There were like 6, 8 rows of a woman and kids, a woman and a child, a woman and kids, a woman and a child, a woman and 2 or 3 kids, a woman and a child. All of these women were sitting with their legs crossed, and each one of them were in a row with their kids or their child. But these women had black veils over their face, lace veils over their face and their body. They were sitting down on the floor, Indian style, and next to each woman was a child or children. There was also a man and a woman in this dream. They were not covered. They were just standing up like they were looking over these women and the children. There was a table in the room with a document, an X, but no signature, and a pile of money. A pile of money. I don't know. I asked God what this dream meant. I remember having this dream. This was a while back when I had this dream. I'm gonna say it's been over a year since I had this dream, maybe 2 years. Forgot all about the dream, but I know the dream stuck with me. But I know I have so many dreams, but this one dream stood out to me the most, and God gave it to me. Talk about it. Tell somebody this dream. Whoever that person was in that dream, when I asked God what that dream meant, he said that man was saw with a woman and that document was a divorce paper, but that man never signed that paper. That man is telling women that he is divorced. He is not legally divorced. He never signed the papers. He never signed the papers. Now, in some states, you can still, I don't know how they do it because I'm not a legal person, but I've heard that in some states you can still get a divorce even though a person doesn't sign the papers. I don't know. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe in some states you can. You can, like if a person refused to sign the papers, you can still go along with the divorce or something like that. I don't know what states it is, but I believe I heard that one time. I could be wrong, but whoever this man is, he did not sign the papers. He did not sign them. He's telling people that he's divorced. I'm single. No, he's not. No, he's not. He has children and other women that he dates outside of that marriage, because this couple has an ongoing cycle of breaking up. And when they break up, this man goes out there, he goes and meets women, and he has kids by them. He stays with the woman. And then when this woman calls and says, I want to work this back out, I want to work this out, he goes back and run back with that person. This is an ongoing cycle. God, let me know that this is an ongoing cycle. But if you met this person and this person ghosted you, or they were, all of a sudden they just disappeared, you didn't see them no more, that was done. God did that for you. Because whatever they got going on, it's not good. It's something about money, finances. This is not a relationship. These relationships were not based upon love. These relationships, even those other extra women, were based upon financial gain. These people had a certain status that they wanted to uphold, impress people. They're not who, this person is not who they portrayed to be in front of you. They were false. They were fake. They told you that they were divorced. They're not divorced. They told you that they weren't messing with those other women. Yes, they are. They have children by them, and they go from house to house to house, staying with these different women. They all know about each other. The reason why these women were all in the same room with these kids is because each and every one of these women, they know about each other, and so does the man and his wife. That was the creepiest dream I ever had. The thing that made it so creepy is the fact that these women had these veils over their face. Like they were hidden from other people. Like don't nobody know about them, but they know about each other. Like a secret society. And I really wasn't present in the room. Like I could see, but I was not physically there. I could just see what was going on. I was like, oh my God, like, what does that mean? And that's what God gave me, that this couple was married, that this man steps out on this woman, they have issues, and he goes and stays with these women, and they have children, and there's something about finances. To have that many women, like it was like 6 to 8 rows of women and children, you got to have the finances to take care of all those people. It's one thing to have one family and 2 or 3 kids. But if there's children with the wife, and then there's children outside of the marriage with, that's a lot of mouths to feed. I asked God, why is the money? The money is because these people are doing things to gain money that's not right. It's not legal. Whatever they're doing is not legal. They're pulling in women who are wealthy to get money from them. And even if that person had to marry somebody to get money, they will marry that person to get money from that person and then divorce them just to get money from them. That's sad. That's sad. This is all about money. These relationships were not based upon love. These relationship was just based upon a status, a certain status, having certain material things, fancy cars, fancy houses, but it's all coming like, I can hear the cookie is about to crumble. The cookie is about to crumble. This little empire that they call themselves creating, it's about to go down. God didn't want you to be a part of that. You met this person, they were not honest with you. They never planned on leaving that relationship that they in. They always go back to that person. That person has control. That person had the money, but that person does not have the money like they used to have. That person did something. They knew somebody that worked in law enforcement or something like that. They knew somebody, and whoever you are, they lost their job because of you. But they're not going to admit that they lost their job because of you. They did something illegal trying to tap into it and see who you were, because this person was spending time with you. Their intentions when they met you was not good. It was to see what you had. But that person kept coming around you, knowing that their intentions weren't good, and caught feelings for you. You posted something on social media, or you posted something where people could see it on social media, a picture of you and that person. You tag that person in it, and there's other women, they know about you. They know who you are. They know who you are. They tried to look into you. They tried to find something about you. You don't have anything to hide. You don't even have as much as a driver ticket. If they couldn't find nothing on you, whoever you are, you're very innocent. You don't even have a driver's ticket. You might have had a citation once or twice for something really small. You didn't have anything there was nothing to look up. They tried to hack into your email. I hear email. They may have tried to tap into your email, but you have a 2-step verification on everything. So they couldn't get into you. They couldn't get into your Facebook if you have Facebook or TikTok, or you have a 2-step verification process. They couldn't get into it. They tried, and they know somebody within the system that was trying to look into your records too. They wanted to see who you was. They pulled a credit report on you. They wanted to see who you were. They were saying that you were broke, and they were talking about you and all this other kind of stuff. You're just a normal, everyday person. You go to work, you work hard. You don't do strange things for change. Whoever these people are, they do. They do. They'll do anything for some money. They'll do anything for money. They all know about each other. They do anything for money. If they're told to go bring another person into the group, they try to get people to come into the group. People who are wealthy, people who have money. That's how they get their money. But it's all like somebody exposed them. Maybe you exposed them and you didn't know. You posted that picture of you and that person and tagging them. Maybe you exposed them, but you didn't know you exposed them, or something you said or something you may have did exposed this person. And that's why they were trying to look up and find out who you were. Or they tried to look into you. They tried to look into you. That person that you were dating, they're not going to tell you what these people were doing behind your back. They're not going to tell you. They're going to protect those people because they had children by these people. They're not going to tell you what they were doing. But whatever they did, whatever they were trying to do, it didn't work. God is protecting you. You're highly protected. That's why God removed you out of that situation. A lot of times people get angry when they feel like, oh, why does this always happen to me? God removes us out of situations for a reason. He removed you out of that situation because whatever these people got going on, shall the cookie crumble. It's about to go down. If they were doing stuff that was not right, I hate using the word illegal, but whatever they were doing, it wasn't right. It wasn't right. And they all knew about each other. They all know about each other. They all have children by this same man. They all work in this thing together. It's not like they know about each other. They all working. That person that you were dating, they didn't want to tell you. There was something different about you. They knew that you wouldn't agree. But they liked you. And the other people that they were in this little group with, they saw that that person liked you. They saw that that person liked you. This person was probably even willing to leave all of that stuff alone just to be with you. They were going to leave all that stuff alone. They were going to leave the wife alone. You want a divorce? I'll give you the divorce. Those other women, hey, I'll just take care of my kids. Who are you? Whoever you were different. That person fell in love with you. They did not have good intentions when they met you, but they fell in love with you. But God removed you out of that situation because that situation is about to go down. If it haven't went down, it's about to go down. Whoever this person was that knew somebody in law enforcement or something, and they tried to look into your information, they got in trouble for work for that. They got fired. They're telling people that they got laid off or they quit. No, they didn't. They got fired for going into people's information without permission. Like that, there wasn't someone that they named that they were supposed to look into. They were trying to find information about you. They're saying that they got fired from their job or for other reasons or something like that, or they got laid off, or they decided just to find another job. That person is lying. That person got fired. That person got fired because they tried to look into whoever you were, and they weren't authorized to look at the file or whatever you were. They work in law enforcement or government, or they know somebody, or it was something like that, and they weren't supposed to do that. They got themselves fired. They got themselves fired because of you. They wanted to know who you were. So if this person was the bread winner, the person bringing in the money, they don't got no money like that no more, because that person then got fired. So this whole thing, status that they got to hold up, or image that they want to portray, they not portraying it no more. They broke. They don't got no money. They don't have no money. But they did it to themselves. But know that God loves you so much that he was protecting you. You may have sensed like something was wrong. This is confirmation. You were right. Because that dream definitely wasn't for me. I don't know who this is for, but know that God loves you so much that he will protect us from our enemies. That he protects us even when we don't realize that he's protecting us. Know that God loves you so much, and I love you too. God has protected you through this whole situation. You didn't even know that these people were trying to look into your bank accounts. They were trying to look into your email. They were trying to see who you were. You had no clue, but that person knew. And now, because that person knew, that person wasn't even willing to stand up for you. They were just going to let people do things to you. Know that God loves you so much, that God protects you from your enemies. You've been protected. Don't look at this as a bad thing. Don't look at it as a bad thing. It's not a bad thing. It was just God protecting you. God loves you so much, and I love you too. Thank you so much for listening to this message. Share this message with someone that may need to hear it. Know that when God gives a certain person a vision or a dream, he gives it to us for a reason. It may not necessarily be for me, but it is for someone to hear it and know that God is protecting you. If you're looking for a relationship, do your background check. Do a background history. Look into that person. See if they say they're divorced, tell them to show you proof. You have a right to do that. Because no one wants to be with someone that's just getting over on them. Know that God loves you so much. And I love you too. I am Liliana, woman with a vision. Go be blessed and have a good day. No matter what happens, no matter what has happened, go and have a good day. Okay?